Up next, we have a man who defines the Central Valley fight scene. Representing Lindsay, California, and fighting out of D.I.T.A MMA. Also, shout out the Garza Boxing. a knockout artist, a perennial contender. Please welcome to the show, Primetime, Mark Felix.
Yeah! Time, baby!
Primetime.
Yo, what up? Thanks for having me, guys.
Hell yeah.
Dang, combos out the gate.
Even though I quit. Hell yeah. All right, Marky. All right, so tell us a little bit about yourself and why you got into fighting.
My name's Mark. Mark Primetime Felix Jr. My dad's Mark Felix Sr. Born and raised in Lindsay, California.
L-Town.
Yeah, L-Town. Born and raised. Stay here till I die. Yeah, I got into fighting like around 16 years old. Just everybody would mess around and fight, and then people would fight like in alleys, and teachers would be sitting at corners in Lindsay High School. And eventually, I was like, yeah, I built a mat in my backyard out of cardboard, and I'd have people over, and I'd have them fight in my backyard.
Yeah. It seems like that's the theme, bro. It all starts in the backyard, dog.
The backyard. It's the backyard, but in the boxing
that shit took me like 2 days, dude. That shit took me like me and my buddy Diego a long time ago. We took forever. We'd go to the back of Seymour and go pull out freaking cardboard. And I didn't have a car at the time, and I'd be, dude, could you please give me a ride, bro? I don't want to be. I can't drag that cardboard all the way from from Seymour all the way down to Willie's.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like yeah, I was over there. You know what I mean? Freaking, we taping it up, duct taping. Freaking, it was hard work. Put together a swing set with 4 posts on each side. Got some little like rope from the hardware store. Put some rope around it and had a bell. And I had people over, and it was like that. Yeah,
that's
pretty much. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, and then after that, I was pretty good at it. So people told me I should try it. You know what I mean? I did it when I was young, when I was really little, but I don't really count it as when I was little. You know what I mean? What do you remember when you're little?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So now I count what I remember my experience. So I started when I was young, but I did it in high school. Cause I was really into lifting weights too. But then I left that and I got into fighting. It was a lot funner.
Yeah, and it's a lot funner, but at the same time, it's a lot of cardio and it's a lot of weight, a lot of weight shred.
Oh yeah.
Man, so how many fights have you professionally have had, or at least at the amateur level? Like
amateur?
5 fights, bro. Yeah. You were killing that shit. You had a long ass run for a long time. Bro.
Yeah,
I went to go see one of your fights like a couple years back.
Yeah.
That shit was dope, bro. You had the fucking rawhide pack.
Yeah,
that shit was tight as fuck.
Yeah, well, when I fought for 559 fights. 559 fights is the upper echelon for amateur fights. Mm-hmm. So you get there, they're tied with the Iridium, which is tied to the UFC. Mm-hmm. So now 559 fights is now pro as well, because they've already grown from when it was. So now they have all the fighters that you guys know, like Chito Vera. They have what's that other, Alexa Grasso. They have
came out at 559
Joshua Van. Yeah, they're over there hanging out at 559 fights. Yeah, Brandon Moreno goes and hangs out over there.
I didn't know.
Yeah, all those people go over there and they're all kicking it. And they mess around. Yeah, we have close ties. It's called House. So it's the Iridium Sports Agency. It's Jason House, and I was in talks with them, but I tore my ACL before that. So yeah, but pretty much 559 fights is the upper echelon for amateur fighters. You win there, you're pretty much like
a UFC.
Your season, you go pro your season.
You're pretty much a prospect.
A lot of people come to amateur 559 fights and they try and they fail to become champion and they can't. It's hard to become champion for amateur, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What was your record and what was your favorite fight?
So my first, I hate my record because I started out first in Team KO, which is I don't say nothing bad about them. They took me in and they gave me a place to train, but I didn't really learn anything there. I mean, it was more of a grit gym, just going there and spar and fight. Yeah. And then I went up against competitors like where I ended up going to go train, which is one kicks. And these guys are training and drilling and learning from an actual master and a crew, and a coach, which is in Muay Thai is a crew, which is a master. Yep. But you don't say master, it's a crew. Farron and the last name. Farron, his name was Bruce Farron. But I was going up against guys like that were actually training and working with all around fighters like Joe Soto, like Javier Ayala, like my girlfriend that I wasn't with at the time. Like they're all fighting Bellator and like in high level promotions. You know what I mean? Combat America, and I was training with sorry Martin, if you see this, I love you. He's a badass fighter now, but at the time he had no experience, had no fights. He was just training, and that's all I had to train. You know what I mean? And they took me in, and you can't say I wasn't loyal. I have Team KO tatted on me. You know what I mean? So,
hey, that's real, bro. You know what I mean? That's love.
But I had to move on and I had to grow. You know what I mean? And then I fought a guy from One Kicks and they took me in. You know what I mean? And then I got to 559 fights. I won my belt. And then being there, I've had 10 fights with 11 fights with 5.9 fights.
Dang, that many?
10 fights with amateur with 5.9 fights and 1 fight with Tachi Palace and 2 smoker fights.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Jeez.
so
13. So that 13 total. Then, is that what I
yeah,
That's grinding.
yeah. Smoker fights
math
2
is
wins. So,
mathing.
yeah, yeah, and all my wins are and my record is I think 4. But my losses were like because most of my losses they're not because I get beat up. They're because I don't have. When I did fight, I didn't have anybody to teach me how to wrestle.
Like not as much experience, pretty much, and stuff.
Yeah, so I fought a guy that was high level wrestler. He was a college athlete, little wrestler. I fought him, and all he did was hold me down. I tagged him. I beat him up on the feet bad, but he just took me down, held me, controlled me. I was like, all right. Fought again. Same thing happened again.
That shit too, bro.
It's all right.
Like me, a diehard UFC fan, Yachty, a diehard UFC fan, bro, and all of us who love the UFC in here, bro. Like watching fights like that, bro. I mean, obviously that's their style, right?
Yeah.
That's their style. You know, if they can go undefeated and win that way, fuck it, be like Khabib and do it, right? But fuck, at the same time, that shit's
it's beautiful
boring,
to see
man.
too.
Nobody wants to see no.
Two people just stand there and throw strikes at each other.
Ain't nothing
You know,
more beautiful than that.
I don't got a problem with ground and pound. Like I see some guys like my boy like Christian Avalos from D.I.T.A. He's getting into the UFC. Like he's my buddy from D.I.T.A. He's just getting the call to the UFC.
Shout out Christian.
He's bad. He's putting it on for the Valley, dude.
That's
He's
what's up.
called the Land Shark, bro. You remember that Apple was bad. Another dude, Joshua Simpson out of D.I.T.A.
Oh, hey, that's what. Hey, he follows me, bro.
Oh, bro, he's bad, bro. That kid, bro. He's gonna be a star, bro. That kid's good, and he's humble, and he's a good dude.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, the whole team is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you move on, you see guys like that, like they have people that are teaching them, and they have the athletic ability, and they have the coaching behind them. I had the athletic ability, I didn't have the coaching behind me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I started out a little rocky, and then after
It's all
that,
about the coaching.
I was like, that happened, man. I was
In
like,
every sport,
Yeah.
any sport, it'll give you any sport. Like
I was like, something's got to change when I got on that little two fight skid because wrestlers were beating me, dude. And I felt like I couldn't do nothing. I felt I was getting thrown around. You know what I mean? So I switched up and I went with the gym that I had recently competed against, which is kind of why I kind of like didn't go to my old gym because I guess they didn't like each other. Yeah, I fought a guy though. He was a second degree black belt, I think, or first or second. Sorry if I'm getting this wrong, Bryce. But he second degree black belt in karate, taekwondo, and he was also training at One Kicks, and he had experience in USA boxing as well. So me and him were fighting, and I had a terrible weight cut. I was on antibiotics, terrible weight cut. I had to drop 20 pounds in a week.
Damn,
Yeah, and I had 20.
28.
20. No, 20.
That's still a lot. 20. That's not good.
How did that shit go? Dropping 40 pounds?
48 here.
It was bad. I didn't make weight.
I threw it off.
I was over by a pound. I think a pound and a half or 2.
Is it even possible
bad. I lost
to drop
18.
20 pounds in 1 week?
Oh, it's possible.
Not very.
It's
Yeah.
not healthy.
Not good. Not very.
It's not a safe
Not
thing
recommended.
To do.
Not recommended.
That was my amateur. That was way back then when I didn't know.
Yes,
That's way back then when I didn't know how to diet, man. And, you know, I didn't have nobody teaching me. I knew how to do nutrition, dude, like for bodybuilding and lifting and stuff. But that's a completely different thing because lifting and losing weight, like for weightlifting, is gradual. You know, it's not so sudden. You know what I mean? Where it puts your body with a shock. So with me, that was something new that I had to do, and I did that, and I was cramping. I felt like I was in a faint. I had to chew gum. I had white all around my mouth. Super dehydrated. My eyes are sunken into my head. And these guys seen that. You know what I mean? They seen that. Oh, look at him. He looks like death. He looks like death. I did. And I was knocking at death's doorstep. my dad would get mad. He's like, I can't believe you're gonna fight like that. I have to. And I was sick. Actually, I gotten medicine from Mexico. Like, so.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, some antibiotics. I was on that because I had to fight. But I need to get better. But that messed me up. It backfired because the antibiotics work against your conditioning in your cardiovascular system. It messes with you bad. So it did a worse thing, and then now on top of my weight cut, and then I fought this guy, and this guy kicked my ass, dude. You know, and I can't say I give fair play to fair play. You know what I mean? That's the only dude that's ever, or aside from Tim, 2 people that have ever actually touched me with leather, bro. You know what I mean? And these 2 guys are the only ones that are freaking proving like, oh, these guys hit. Bryce cracked me. He was a southpaw, never fought southpaw. He cracked me and freaking left his 4 knuckles on my forehead. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I was like, oh, damn, oh, that's so freaking. He was fast, dude. You know what? And everybody thought that I was gonna knock him out. I did too. Like I thought I was gonna sleep this guy. Like he was, who the hell is this guy? He looks skinny. Like I was like, I'm gonna freaking whop on this dude. He was fast. I couldn't hit him, and I did tag him. I almost caught him to put him out, but he was really like he had a lot of durability. You know what I mean? And after that, I was like, damn, that was the hardest fight I've ever had. I was like, damn, shit, do I want to keep doing this? So that was hard. Usually I hit people, they go down. It's easy. I mean, whenever you have to go through all 3 rounds, that's freaking hard. I was hanging on to the cage like, damn.
Does that really make a difference? Like southpaw fighters. And
It does, dude. It does. And I didn't know that, and he was cool, man. Me and him, we both have ADD and ADHD, so we linked right away.
The same, but the
yeah, he was like, oh man, and we took picture after, and I like that dude. He was a really good guy. And to this day, every time I see him, nothing but respect to that guy. But yeah, he's the guy that really gave me an ass whooping, like, and it was like, damn, it's a reality check. There's always gonna be someone faster, so you got to work harder and be prepared for that person. You know what I mean? And when that happened,
it's a lesson, bro.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. And every fight, yeah, I might go in there with the mentality where I'm really mean and I don't like you, but after it's
respect,
all respect,
yeah,
love. You know what I mean? And I wish nothing harmful to you, but in that moment, you could hurt me and I could never freaking move again. You don't know. You could slam me on my neck and never move. You don't know. I could slip a roll, punch you hit the back of my head and I can't see, or you freaking knock me in a coma. You think my dad's gonna like you? You think my family's gonna like you? And say, oh, it's okay. It was just a fight. They're not gonna think like that. They're gonna think you took my son's life. Until we get out there safely and we're good, then we're cool. You know what I mean? Hey, man, dude, come train with me, bro. Like, I'm super soft. You know what I mean? I've even told people, I was like, dude, it was so hard to be mean to you, bro. It was so hard. I was like, you're so cool. I was like, yeah, dude. It was like, it's so hard to be mean to you.
I hate you too hard.
Flip that switch.
You do, dude.
Every sport though, it's like the same thing, you know.
Yeah, dude.
But you make homies right after, bro.
Yeah.
It's all about the respect for the sport, bro. That's how it is at the end of the day.
I went, dude. There's this guy, my buddy, freaking. I consider him my buddy because he's cool, and I follow him on Instagram. He follows me back, and every once in a while we're checking on each other. Jason. We fought, dude, and I was a little bit nervous, dude, because the dude looked aggressive and he was ripped, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the only other dude
fighting at 145.
Yeah, exactly. And he was aggressive, dude. And he knocked another dude. I see him sleep another dude, and he was out cold, and he just walked. He did a knockout, like you not hit somebody and knock him out. He's just walking. You know what I mean? You knock. I was like, oh, that could freaking crack. I was like, that can crack. I was like, oh shit. I was like, all right. Well, they're putting me up with the banger. He's a little striker. I'm a striker. Let's see what's up. But through training, you get confident. You know what you're gonna do. And I envisioned what I was gonna do. And we were fighting. Well, I ended up beating him. And then after, like I said, I was like, dude, it was so hard to be mean to you. You guys are such a good team. You guys are this. I went direct. I didn't even go celebrate. Like, that's how bad. I felt bad. Like, after I took my mouthpiece, I was like, oh, like, that. Like, you know what I mean? And I was like, man, and you can see, like, usually I'm like, yeah, what? And I'm happy, you know what I mean? But I was like, I turned around, I went to his coach, I was like, dude, thank you guys for taking me to the fight. And tell him, like, hey, dude, like, you know what I mean? I try to give him like words of advice and words of wisdom and words of encouragement to keep going, because I hate to be the one to stop someone. Be the, like as much as it has to be like that. I hate to be the one that's put the fire out on their dream. You know what I mean? And it has to be that way because it's your dream or mine. Yep. You know what I mean? But I hate that. And I know that. So I go and then I try to talk to the person after. Like, you know what I mean? I'm always like that. You know what I mean? And it's just what it is, because I know what it feels like to lose. You know what I mean? When you get knocked out in front of somebody that you care about, like my grandpa, or who's not here anymore, I miss him a lot. You know what I mean? But stuff like that, it's the part of the game, and it's a lot of stuff that people forget and don't know what goes in that, when people have to think about like the repercussions of winning and the repercussions of losing. So I go in there and I try to talk to those people. So I went after it was freezing. I tried to catch up to him, and he was with his family, dude, and he was holding his son. Dude, his dad was looking at me like, you want to freaking kill me, bro. And I was like, dude, he's such a good fighter. I was like, it just wasn't his night tonight. I was like, he's a really good fighter. He's aggressive. He's like, man, he hits good. He's a snaz. Like, man, he has a chin on him. Because I couldn't put him out. Like, I hit him, dude, and I couldn't put him out. Like, and everybody else said, he did, dude. He kept on getting up. He got up like a zombie. I dropped him, boop, got
it's
up.
Crazy.
Like, what the hell? Dude, it's crazy.
You have a couple of fight streak of knockouts, right?
Yeah, I was on a 4-fight win streak off first round knockout.
Nice.
Yeah, first round finishes. Liver shots, head kicks, body kicks, broken noses, fractured ribs, freaking all retired. Most of the guys I fought, they all retired, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
Prime time, baby.
Yeah, I think there's only like one guy. I think there's only one that's fighting. I think there's only one guy still, Matt Reed, that's still fighting that I fought.
But it's just funny to hear, not funny, but it's crazy to hear that perspective from like a fighter, like literally a guy that's like, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out or do whatever I can, but then after be like, hey, so much respect, like just to think how you think like, no, I'm the toughest, baddest guy, but like, no, they are just a human, just like all of us.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you're not the only one that's the same way, which is dope as hell. Like everybody, he's just doing his job. To be honest, like his passion.
It sucks. Sometimes it sucks, and sometimes it feels good. You want to hurt that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's some guys wrong. Shoot, don't get me wrong.
There's some guys in there that
that's what the passion's about. That's what I'm saying. That's the passion right now. That's the
You gotta
passion.
have your drive, and you gotta have,
your humility. Your humility.
It's always good to have a little bit of drive.
Yeah, there's
that's what I'm saying.
When I fought the guy at the Rawhide too, I had that, like, I wanted to hurt him. Like, I wanted to hurt him because he was talking to me at weigh-ins. I wanted to hurt him. I was like, I wanted to get him. He moved up. I was like,
and that's all
authentic.
little guy.
Thank you.
That's all authentic. Like, that just happens just like you don't know the guy obviously, and then
I don't know him. He just walks up.
He says something, and you guys just start going back right then and there, right?
Well, he told me because he's a northerner from where he's from Gilroy.
So it was more.
He's tattooed. He was. That's what he was. Nah, this guy was a little gangster and. To me, he looked like a little fishy. To me, because the way he fought, I could see. Like, I don't care what you look like, and I tell my kids that. I mean, be wary of them, but don't be worried about tattoos. Don't be worried about t-shirts. Don't be worried about what color they wear. Because they're nothing. I was like, you take that all away. Look at them that way. Strip that away. What are they?
Yep.
I mean, do they know how to fight? What do they do? Are they big? Are they hella scary looking because they're huge and they could freaking manhandle you? What is it? Be scared of them? You take it off. Most of the time, they're just like skinny, fat, out of shape guys. You know what I mean? They're not. What are you gonna be scared of that for? The tattoos are just like.
It's all about the personality.
It's who they are. You know what I mean? And then,
at the end of the day,
what my father told me is the people that are the calm ones and the collected ones, the ones that think and process things, are the ones you need to think about, or the ones you need to be worried about. Not the people that make sudden moves like drastically, because they're the ones that end up making the dumbest decisions. You know what I mean?
That's right. You always gotta process decisions. It goes like that with life all the time. Is you can't be moving quick on a decision, or else that could be your wrong move.
Yeah,
100%. Always greener. You gotta think about it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what. But people talking like that. Like I'm telling you, but certain people, like it is easier to want to hurt them. You know what I mean? Like, especially,
it's not easier.
Like he was telling me stuff, dude. Wayne's telling me, "Oh yeah, you ready for this, homie?" He's like, it's gonna be a good one for you. I promise you, homeboy, it's gonna be a good one." Telling me,
you think he was trying to hype up the fight?
Hey, dude, I was looking down at this kid. I was like, all right, bring it, baby. I was like, bring it.
Probably most of the ones that do that are not like shit. They're probably more scared than anything.
They're trying to be on the promoter side of the UFC. They're not trying to think of fight, probably.
Yeah, he's just trying to act hard, dude, for no reason. Like, he's trying to act like that, man. And when he was in there, then I started talking to him when I was in there. And I kind of got
whooping his ass.
Then I was whooping his ass, and I started seeing him starting to get tired. I was like, bro, what's up? I was like, don't tell me you're fucking getting tired. Come on, don't tell me you're getting tired. And I freaking let off like, come on, it's like a 10-piece on him, dude. Against the cage, knees, kicks, freaking everything. He was like... Bro, I freaking left that dude disfigured. No, he was disfigured. No, seriously, he was disfigured. Like he was.
This fool retired.
Yeah, he's done.
Retired.
Never fought again. I don't think his nose would let him. Like his nose is like over here, bro. Like, it was bad, bro. It was really bad, bro. Like I felt bad too because his mom was there. After I felt bad, he went to the emergency immediately.
I'm about to say too. How do you feel after whooping these fighters' ass?
Well, that guy, it wasn't too bad. But after I felt bad, like, and I gave him respect because he gave me a fight like short notice. He stepped up and. You know what I mean? But just him talking to me, whenever you talk to me, don't I'm already in that kill mindset. Don't talk to me more because you're gonna make me want to do it more. And I don't get really emotional. It's like a controlled emotion because I know what I'm gonna do. I want to beat you, and that's the way I'm gonna. The best way to beat you is to beat you, not to beat you by hurting you the most because it's gonna hurt you more. Is that loss is gonna be on your record forever. That's gonna hurt you. You're gonna think of me every time you see that loss. You know what I mean? I could hit you one good time. I might hit you good and split you open, but you're gonna beat me. All right, cool. That cut will heal. That loss won't. You know what I mean? So I don't. You gotta think that. You gotta think like that. It's not
That's the quote of the day.
Yeah, right.
That cut will heal, but that loss won't.
It won't.
Primetime Felix.
Exactly, bro.
Primetime Felix.
Don't get me wrong. I get emotional. Like my last fight, I got really emotional with my just because like family issues. That's different. But a guy talking to me, acting like that with me, I'm like, I like it, dude. Cool.
You're just adding more fuel to the fire.
Because if a guy's talking to me and he could talk to me, I think that you could. Like, to me, I don't know. To me, I think it's like you can access a different part of your brain. Like, whenever you could fight, you're more in control of your brain when you're fighting. Like, you're more aware versus whenever you're fighting, you have tunnel vision. You're just like, you know what I mean? People that are aware that could talk, listen to their coaches and do stuff. That's
processing things.
It's awareness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's a big thing that people don't have, and they think, oh, I turn black, I go black, and I don't know what happens. They think that's a good thing. Oh, I get tunnel vision. That's not a good thing. It might be good for your beginning stages whenever you're an amateur, but as that goes on, other people have that, and they know how to control that and use it to their advantage. Versus you just going in and doing that and not thinking. You need to be able to pull yourself out of that little hole, that little vision, and see everything around you, and be able to make decisions and be able to process movements and things. In a distinctive way.
Like looking at like the bigger picture rather than just like the moment.
Yeah, exactly. And if you can't see it, you got to be able to be open ears for your coaches to tell you. You know what I mean? You have to, and you have to be able to say,
see things different than you see them.
Yeah, hey, I want to do it this, but my coach is telling me this way, so I got to do it that way because they're seeing it from the outside and I'm seeing it from here.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So bam, and then you know what? That's the best outcome you get.
You could
just totally black out.
Right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
your way or the highway.
Yeah, exactly. My coach Garza Eloy, he gets pissed at me because he tells me I like to like mess around with the guys when I fight them. I play with him.
Shout out to Garza.
Yeah, he's freaking man.
Garza boxing, Lindsay High School, dog.
Baddest dude around, dude. Baddest
Lindsay
man.
High School, bro.
Yes. I just found that out too. Today years old too.
Dude, if it wasn't for that man, dude, my skill set would not be even close
like
to what it is, dude. I swear to you.
Even the camera guy would yell tonight.
That guy.
Yeah,
I disregard him.
Yeah, that dude is
That guy
freaking.
could sleep me at
Man.
any moment. I was
Bro,
always getting.
he's-
And what was his rank that you said?
Shed some light on Mr.
I-
Burns.
Yeah,
I
let's shed.
didn't
Let's
know.
yeah.
Shed some light on
Well, he trained a couple fighters. He trained which Cody Gibson.
Oh, yeah.
He's in the Ultimate
Nice.
Fighter. He
Ultimate
was in the
Fighter,
season
that.
finale. He had a crazy fight. He's in the
Yes,
UFC
sir.
right now.
Hey, he had a couple UFC fights.
Yeah, he's still in there. He's on.
TJ Dillashaw, right?
Yeah, no, that's Joe.
Oh.
Joe Soto. That's my friend too. Joe. Yeah, that's another guy. No, he trained Cody Gibson. He's from Visalia, as a matter of fact. He's a teacher from Visalia.
Oh,
Districts.
Dude, it's freaking yeah.
These kids
secret colony of teachers that freaking, you know what I mean?
These kids are safe.
Yeah,
These
but
kids are saying
Yeah,
that.
dude.
They kind of just recruit.
now trip out.
They get the trouble
Right, check
kids
this
and they're like,
check this out. And then he trained a girl, right? And she was a PE teacher.
Oh yeah. See?
Yeah, and
So
she was ranked 8 in the UFC.
Wow.
Yeah, and she fought like some of the best people in the world, and she choked
And
out
he's-
some people that are known.
He's training these.
Yeah, he's
and
training in
fighting
boxing.
at
Boxing.
Wow.
So
that's
he's his specialty is boxing. And,
Where's he located at?
He's located in his gym in his house.
Yeah.
And invite only.
Baby.
Invite only.
Is it Visalia?
He's in Visalia. Yeah, it's invite only. Yeah, you gotta be cool. You gotta be a cool kid to get in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
you know type.
Yeah, no, he has a type. He has a type where he likes to have his environment a certain way. He doesn't like a bunch of little.
Oh, I mean,
Randoms in there,
Hey,
yeah.
That makes
Real
sense.
though.
Hey.
It's cool and it works. You know what I mean? And it's not saying nobody can't join. It's just you have to be cool. You know what I mean? Because I've brought in some people. That are like that I kind of regret bringing in there. You know what I mean? It's embarrassing. You know what I mean? So I even now I'm like skeptical to who I bring around.
Who you bring around?
I mean,
they
yeah,
make you look
it
bad,
make me look bad. Yeah, I felt bad,
Yeah.
and me hopping the kid out backfired, and
Daddy,
you know
you've
what
been training all our homies that we grew up with or went to school with.
I mean? Oh yeah,
Like, hey, and I wanted to save this story for now. Is like,
now I can
He's all
tell
now.
it.
it's like I remember training with you for what? Maybe I think I was there for what 2 weeks.
yeah.
This guy was maybe there maybe
This
a
guy
little
was
bit
too-
longer, maybe,
yeah.
right? We're there for like 2 weeks with this dude. Fuck, bro, that shit was hard as fuck, bro. That was the hardest fucking training ever, bro. I was like, fuck that, bro. I'm gonna stick to weights.
That shit was hard,
But
huh?
honestly, bro, I probably lost about like 5 or 10 pounds.
Yeah,
within
working
those
out
2
hard,
weeks.
bro. We were doing hard,
Yeah,
man.
we were fucking those bear crawls, bro, on the fucking wood, dog.
Oh yeah, because we
bro.
didn't have the freaking. We didn't have the.
It was before you got the mats, dog. It was
Oh,
hard,
dude.
We're over here doing bear crawls on the phone. I'm like, fuck, bro, my
That did suck, bro. Those mats came clutch,
You
bro.
called up Rick. Hey, come pick up these mats.
Yeah, remember that?
Hey,
Dude.
I remember Anthony. Hey, go up in the side gate. Mark's gonna come with some mats.
Yeah, dude. Fuck, bro. Those things are fucking heavy, bro. They're fucking heavy, dude.
Fuck, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Hey, how
Yeah,
was your
but-
experience in his class, bro? Because that class was fucking tough, bro.
This fool's freaking. This fool's got something though. This fool has some skill. He's a little skill on him.
I thought I was gonna be like some easy, but at first, but like it humbled me, man.
You had some gas in
I
the
learned-
tank, though.
I learned
Hey,
a lot.
you was throwing some putazos on. Wasn't that bad?
Hell yeah, bro. If we could throw. God dang. I was like,
He's like,
come
yeah.
back. Come back. Come back.
Yo, you don't know what you got.
Yeah, bro. That's it, man.
So I just
Hey, you know what they say about the Puerto Rican and Mexican robbery? It's like he had a Mexican in front of him.
Oh, that's what it is, huh?
Oh,
That's funny. Yeah.
oh.
That's true, huh? That's true.
Or a
think
fucking
about it
Niner
that
fan.
That's what he
Now
was
that-
thinking about. That's actually that was.
yeah.
It was Jay. Bad.
I was there, but I was on the other side fucking doing probably fucking box jumps or something.
All light
Oh.
work.
Bang, bang, Niner game.
Bro, dude, hey, box jump, dude.
Time.
Okay. Welcome back to the Didn't I Tell You podcast. We're here with Primetime Felix, and I just have a couple questions for you because I am kind of like new in the UFC. Like I don't know much. Like I just kind of watch the fights and hope to see a cool ass knockout or a submission. But like, how does it work going from like the amateur level, getting up all the way to like where like like Patty or McGregor or somebody's like in the UFC?
Pro.
Yeah.
Well, the 5-5-9 fights is pretty much like I was saying earlier, the upper echelon for amateur fighting. So if you get up there, like pretty much you're gonna there's other promotions that are out there, but they're not as great. They don't have as great competition. I mean, you get these guys from other countries, like even that come from to 559 fights. Like, what the heck?
That's insane.
Yeah,
That's
like
really?
no, yeah, seriously. Like I met,
big.
like rest in
I didn't
peace.
think that was
His name was Haka. He was from where is it? There were the kangaroos at.
Australia.
Australia.
Mike.
Hey, nah, but on a serious note, man, this guy, rest in peace, dude. His name was Haka Wilson. He committed suicide. Yeah, but I met him and he put me on some good music, and he was 22 years old and already a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Wow, man.
Man, this kid, he went and he got one of the most spectacular, most beautiful head kick knockouts I've ever seen in 559 Fights Amateur. But he went pro right after, and he went and left and started training in Los Angeles and stuff. But then I got the news that he passed away. It was really sad, but you get guys like that from different continents in 559 fights. You know what I mean? We had another guy that was also they're saying Khabib's cousin, and he was throwing crazy spin kicks and crazy stuff. And he was like, "What the heck?" We got a guy. We got also another dude that was like a celebrity over there. He was on he was some dude on a dating show, like he was on a dating show, yeah, like that. It was something. It was somebody, but he went and he freaking knocked people out and it brought more attention. But that's just one of the places it's really an upper echelon because they are tied to the UFC. You know what I mean? And they are ran by a really good management agency that's about business. You know what I mean? Like now they have a lot of UFC fighters that go over there. They have Alexa Grasso. They have Brandon Moreno. They have the top fighters. They had Joshua Van, who's a 125-pound champion for the UFC.
Yeah.
Dude, we had the 125-pound champ running around.
Sadly, I didn't like the way that fight went down. Though.
Yeah, but either way, to say that the 125-pound champ was in Porterville.
That's crazy.
He could have, dude. He pumped gas in Porterville somewhere, bro. We had the 125-pound champ running around.
He was just at the Eagle Mountain Casino.
He was at Buffalo Wild Wings in Visalia. Like, bro, that's nuts, dude. That's for that to be able to bring that over here to the 559. It's crazy, dude.
That's huge.
You know what I mean? Because usually for us, we would have to fight in Fresno as a pro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But your question saying you go from that to that, they take you pretty much in if you have a good amateur record because you're a seasoned pro by the time you become champ. So me, I kind of bit the bullet. Like I told you before, their business. You know what I mean? I wasn't being managed by them, so they were kind of taking me because I sell a lot of tickets when I fight. I put on an exciting fight.
Yeah, bro.
You know, I don't
the
fight.
Rawhide was fucking jam-packed, bro.
It gets crazy.
Yeah, 559 represents.
The whole city of Lindsay was there to go see
Lindsay is the main support I care about. But aside from Lindsay, I represent Exeter. I represent Visalia, and I represent. Oh, dude, Plainview. You know, Plainview, everything, bro. So, you know, I represent the 559, dude. So towards the end of my amateur career, I was no longer fighting like local people. You know, so I was fighting guys from far out. Like my last two fights, the guy I fought, I believe, was from San Jose, and the other dude I fought was from Santa Clarita. So they're from further out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So around here, there's not really that many people. So I was already at that point where I should have already made that transition. Mm-hmm. So when I won my 559 fights title, I fought once again after, and I had a rib injury and a bad weight cut, and against Trey Alvarado, fuck you, Trey. Nah, just kidding. I'm just kidding, Trey. You're cool, bro. You're cool. Just kidding, my boy. Just kidding. He's cool, man. It's cool ass dude in a vet, dude. He's a real one. But yeah, I fought this dude and I had a bad weight cut and I had a fractured rib when I fought him. And this guy was coming down for 170, and I was at my chubby weight, which is 155. And this guy came down from 170 to 155, and this guy was huge. You know what I mean? And he went even lower now to 45, which I don't even know how he made that. But yeah, dude. So his arm was ridiculously long. Yeah. And he took me down, and right when he took me down, I was like, oh, bro. It was hard for me to get up. I couldn't do a sit-up. And then, dude, they're recording backstage, and I started busting out doing little freaking flashy kicks, woo, and stuff, you know what I mean? So I hurt myself more. So I fought this guy, and I mean, I should have moved on after I defended my belt, because I was already ranked 7 in the state, so why am I going to freaking keep going? You know what I mean? Right then, I was seasoned and ready, and management agency was ready to take me. If I wanted to go pro, they would have took me, and I didn't. I mean, they needed me to fight for them because I rack in a lot of money for them. So I did. You know what I mean? And I injured myself, and now I'm here. You know what I mean? But realistically, if I would have made that jump, they would have took me in. And at management agency, what they do is they take care of you. They look for what's best for you, and they look out for you. They buy your shorts for you.
All business.
They get you your supplements. They get you your sponsors. They line up the best fight for your record, and they line up the best fight for you to become better and for you to grow in means of your MMA experience and your journey. They just help you, like, they help you reach your limit, like your peak. You know what I mean? They really do. They take you around pro fighters. They take you around people that you would not be able to know by yourself. They bring you around
as well?
You'll meet the best fighters in the world if you get managed by an agency like that.
Nice.
So they take you around. They really do. I've seen it from people that I know. They take them around the best people around the world, and I want to be there and I want to do that. So with that, you get with them. You string up a 3, 4, 5 win streak like Christian Avalos. It gets to a point to where you're not going to need to build your record no more. Where they're going to need to take care of you. It's going to be all out to where you're going to need to fight the best to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but it's just for them first few fights, they need to build you up.
Get you there.
Get that confidence, get your growth, get you your experience around the best fighters in the world, get you calibrated to where you need to be at that level. Going from 2 to 3 minute rounds to 5 minutes is a different game.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh yeah.
Elbows and knees.
Yeah.
Elbows.
And then you get to 3 to 5.
And then now you have
champion round.
Now you have
rounds.
Elbows and knees coming to your head now. When I didn't have that before. You know what I mean? So it's a different ball game when it comes to that. But they take care of you and they manage you and they do everything and they build your record. They see if you're made of it. They give you the opportunity and they see if you could seize it. And if you can't, then oh well, you tried and we took you in. You were managed by Iridian. We got to let you go. You know
what
I
does it mean when you say you could season? Does that mean like you get like multiple fights a year, or is it?
No,
like
seasoned it just means that you're ready to fight. Like you're not.
Okay.
You'll get guys that are like they fight like stiff and you could tell like they drop their hands, and you get other guys that are really slick on the feet and you could tell they move. And like, oh, this guy, he's built for it. He's ready to go.
Ready to go.
He's buttered up and ready. Let's get this guy going before he gets too old and he starts slowing down. You know what I mean? Let's get this guy going. So he's seasoned and ready to go. This guy, he needs a little bit more work. Let's let this guy marinate a little bit, and then later on he'll be good to go. You know what I mean? So
Like he's fucking
yeah. So later on,
ready yet. He's almost there.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So later they see that.
Shout out Sam Darnold.
Football talk. He's ready now. He's ready now.
Nah, but yeah, that's pretty much how the management agency works. But then, like I tell you, there could be another management agency that gets you, and yeah, they'll get you the right fights, but they're not pushing you to get eyes on you because you need big fights, you need hard fights for people to say, hey, did you hear about this guy?
Yeah.
He beat this guy. He needs to be up there. Yeah. Not this guy. He knocked out that. Oh, I'm not surprised. Yeah, what do you think was gonna happen? Look at this guy and this guy. Yeah, I mean, you want people to be like, oh, it's gonna be a good fight. I know who's gonna win.
So I have another question to ask you. Since you said obviously you had that little layover right with the injury, how was your recovery going and everything? How was the surgery? I remember you touched up with us not too long ago. Right now, about your surgery. It was hard to find a surgery. So how is your recovery going, bro? And how are you feeling right now?
Dude, it freaking sucks. I hate it. I never been hurt before in my life like that.
Fuck.
I broke my hands. I broke my noses. I've done dumb stuff like that. I mean, I have injuries like that that are with me to this day. I never go to the doctor, but where I actually have to go under the knife, I've never done that, dude. So getting back from it, I'm a hard ass, bro. So I was trying to freaking I'm dragging my leg off.
Ready to go back out there and fucking fight.
And the doctor told me not to because I could tear my stitching, but I felt like, I don't know. My girlfriend was getting annoyed because I was like in bed, you know, like you get annoyed being in bed, like you're not used to being in bed all the time, you know what I mean? She gets annoyed because we got kids and stuff, so she's doing all that stuff, and I'm like, could you do this for me? Like, oh my gosh, I'll do this and that. So I felt like I had to start trying to move around. So I started moving around, picking up my dog's poop and, you know what I mean, dragging around. Yeah, but 3 months in, I was walking her. I said, fuck that. I'm not going to milk this shit and be in bed all day.
After surgery, ACL, 3 months.
Honestly, bro.
I'm like 3 months after ankle injury, just rolled on my ankle.
Honestly, a month and a half in, I was walking and moving around.
With your ACL, literally like a week after you get the surgery, they have you in rehab now.
Yeah, they do.
They have you in rehab so you can get the like muscle to the connection from your brain to your muscle.
Crazy.
They have you do small movements and stuff like that. Like, with the medicine that we have in the sports world now, that's why you see athletes coming back quicker 6 months after their after a complete knee surgery. That's why you see them coming back in 6 months because of how advanced the medicine is and how well we've learned the human body. Like it's always changing and we're always learning.
Yeah,
dude. So it just I like medicine back.
No, that's cool. That's cool. No, that's 100%. The only reason it took me longer was because I had meniscus tears.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that does take longer to heal.
It's crazy, like. I remember growing up watching sports, the ACL used to be almost career-ending injuries.
Yeah.
I remember the first major ACL injury that I remember being like, dang, is this guy ever going to come back? Was Adrian Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Oh,
very next
damn.
year, he comes back and he almost breaks Emmitt Smith's single rushing record.
That's crazy, huh?
That was crazy.
And now,
That
and
is
now,
Alex
and now
Smith,
you got
people are coming back.
You got dudes coming
6
back in
months.
6 months.
Whoa.
Saquon.
Another one
Micah.
is your
What?
Achilles. Your
Achilles now.
Yeah.
Once your Achilles is gone, you're essentially like your career
Career's
was
done.
basically over. Like
Kobe,
the thought
yeah.
of walking
Right.
and
Yeah.
everything was
Lakers,
over.
yeah.
Like
Well, now they got all those peptides too. Now though,
Yeah.
they got all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff. It's like
Yeah.
it's,
It's
then they got
crazy,
those
bro.
stem cell injections.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's like-
It's crazy.
that's
bro.
so much crap, dude.
Science.
Advanced,
just like
advanced.
quick question though, because like this is just like my like background in the sports medicine is like what kind of like like did you get for your ACL?
They did the what are the ones that they have? I forget.
They have like one where they can use it from like
It starts with a P.
P.
Patellar tendon, something
Oh,
tendon.
your patellar tendon.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
crap.
so basically it's your tendon right here
Yeah.
that connects your patella to your
Yeah, they
shin
took that,
bone.
took a strip
So
off.
They took a strip. Oh, okay. That one's a
Wow.
pretty common one.
That
Because I know
sucks.
sometimes.
Strip off that.
That's the ACL.
That
hurt.
You have your patella.
It hurts still. It still hurts. I touch it, still
Well,
hurts.
That makes sense.
They graph it. So what they do is they graph it because
That
usually
shit
where you
hurts.
have a tear, it's not like it doesn't disappear. It just has a tear straight through it. So
So-
what they do is they take piece of it since it's already there,
Just like a
and they kind of
heal
just graft it
over.
together.
And
Yeah.
then it just heals over.
They
Yeah,
basically
dude.
like
It's
morph
bad.
it because ligaments will heal on their own, but if it's not
So my question is like, what's your mentality is going into the fight? Like, are you nervous, scared, like, or I'm just gonna straight up beat this guy's ass, like full confident? Like, what is it like going in?
It depends. My first fight, dude, I was freaking nervous, dude. My first one against Tevin Ellis, I lost. That was the worst one. Honestly, that's because I got beat, dude. Like, I genuinely got beat. And I went in there thinking I was going to be a hot shot. I was going to kick him there, knock him out, and walk off. That's what I thought was going to happen. That's what I thought, dude. I tried it out. He blocked that. And I was like, oh, okay.
You thought it was some USP?
Yeah,
yeah, the
shit
game.
from the
Oh,
jump,
dude, I was
bro.
playing UFC 2. I was playing UFC. I'm going to whoop this fool. I was like,
Double X square. Two.
yeah, dude. And then Max Holloway was saying, oh, UFC, the UFC game. That's why I got good. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
And I mean, I went in there, dude. I fought him. He freaking took me down. I was like, oh, yeah, watching me get up. Got up, slapped my ass. He actually knocked me out. I was on the ground, and he hit me again. He brought me back in the consciousness. And then I came back to, and then the ref pulled him off, and I got up. Like, why'd you stop it? Why'd you stop it? I had been knocked out, but he brought me back. Yeah, but going into there, going into that mentality, going into there.
Realistically, you're probably out for a good 30 seconds.
You didn't even know.
Nah, I was out for. I've seen the video. I was out for like maybe 5
5 minutes?
5 seconds.
5
Damn.
seconds. Was that 5 minutes?
5 seconds.
If that was at 5 minutes, you never
Yeah.
back up. That
He was on me
that
ground and pound.
fire.
Yeah, it was like 5 seconds.
5 minutes down in the fucking game.
Oh, fuck, imagine I'm all dead. I'm all dead right there. All
That whole dream.
I see dead body. Nah, but going into that, I lost like that though, not because he was so good. I had the physical capability, you know what I mean? But I went in there because I was already scared. You know what I mean? I seen my wings. Like, this guy's freaking ripped. This guy's 6 packs winking at me, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this guy's huge, bro. It said he was 5'6". He's not 5'6". This guy's fucking way bigger. I was like, Danny, my coach, who the fuck? I was like, are you sure this guy, he doesn't have any fights here? He's 0-0.
And that's before the fight. You're saying
My
that.
first fight, bro. He's like, yeah, he's 0-0. He's 0-0. He's not. He's like, all right. And I look him up. Dude, this isn't him. It shows a dude from Miami, Florida. He's 5 fights already. And he has I think 2 losses and 1 draw. This isn't him. It looks exactly like him, Danny. Are you sure it's not freaking him, dude?
I'm looking at it.
Bro, yeah. He's like, oh. And he looks, he's like, oh, you know what? It might be. But it doesn't matter because you're going to win. I was like, what the fuck?
Hey, he was trying to low-key set you up.
Bro, he
That's
didn't know.
why you're not with them no
bro, I
more.
found this
That's
out
why
like 2
you're not
weeks
with
out
them.
before my fucking fight, bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and dude, I went in there freaking nervous as hell, bro. And this dude had one disqualification fight for hitting a guy behind the head by accident. So he had like 5, 6, 7, I want to say like 8 fights, maybe 8 or 7 fights total already. And I had none. Yeah, shitting my pants, bro.
All that
Walking,
experience.
everybody's talking shit about me, saying that I could hear people saying, little Mexican kid, that little wetback's gonna get dropped. This is that, bro. I'm fighting in an alley in Fresno. Yeah, dude, I'm walking out. I was like, what the hell? I'm walking out, freaking.
Hey,
yeah, it was like,
worse than that, right?
bro,
I guess it can't get any
it was in a brewery center.
At least it's in Fresno.
I had to get ready in a brewery center. And I walked out through an alley and freaking. It was like they just had fence like like fencing that they would use, like if they're doing construction around, and they had a cage right there, and the cage was like about it's not even a real cage. It was like from where Sergio was at to. Yeah, from here to the wall. That's how big the cage was, bro.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then you got to take away. It's not square, so it's octagon, so it's even smaller. Bro,
like they
we
wanted
take
y'all
one
to
step, we're already
Fight
fighting.
to the death on,
We're fighting already. So now it's like way bigger, yeah. So and this dude was looking at me like
It
going
just
like,
got real smaller when he walked in.
bro.
You got random people passing on sidewalks?
Bro, they're talking mad crap, bro. But after that fight, my mentality, I came back. It was like it was hard for me to spar. He broke my nose, gave me a black eye. He beat me up. You know what I mean? And in the first round too, even worse. You know what I mean? So I was like, damn, bro. I was like, dude, my dad was, no offense, my dad didn't, at the time, my dad and I were bumping heads because he didn't want me to fight. He wanted me to get a regular job and just do this, do that, do this. And he just wanted me to be successful like every parent wants. You know what I mean? To have a job and to have their feet under them, get good credit, and get a house because they want the best and they want their security for their kid, you know?
Yeah. How old were you for your first fight? Sorry.
I was 18.
18?
18 years old. Yeah, I was 18 years old, and I fought a guy, I think he was like 25. And
Fuck.
Damn,
That's,
okay, that's a
that's another reason.
7-year difference.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
grown man. Come on, like
Yeah.
a good
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
The baby
But-
in the
but-
world.
You got to high school. You graduated.
But what you asked about mentality, after that, bro, I came back and I had to shake that off, dude, through sparring, just getting beat up again. You know, getting used to getting hit because I was like really scared to get hit, dude. So after that, I came back and I fought. I got a knockout. I was like, oh, that was easy.
Confidence back.
Yeah, I was easy.
Yeah.
I was all right. And then I went again. I fought another dude, 29 now, fighting 29-year-old. Oh, this guy's beard. He has a beard and he has Muay Thai. Knocked him out, 25 seconds, second round. Easy.
Fuck.
Bryce, the guy I told you I fought, whooped my ass. I was cocky. I got cocky. I did. I got cocky. I got cocky. I did. I was like, it's
Every
easy. I was
fight,
like,
it's just mentality's
yeah,
different.
and because I put it in my head that the only reason I lost was I was scared. I was like, what the fuck? And after I got knocked out,
Yeah.
after I got knocked out, it was kind of like a blessing because I was.
Humble to
It's like you never know what it's gonna be like until it happens, and then when it happens, you know, oh, it's not that bad. Like getting a shot for the first time, oh, it's that bad. It means so. Yeah. So I was like, and in my head, I thank God for that because I think like better it happened then, and me go through all that freaking drama and like, oh, I'm scared to get hit, versus
real,
whenever
right?
I'm at like the champ at 5 fights, I get knocked down, then I'm trying to come back to
Never
that
happened
elite
before. I
level
don't know what's happening
competition.
right now.
Yeah. So
I know what
that happened to me. I was like,
feels
that's not that bad. You
Just
know what I
hit
mean?
me one more time, I'll come back.
Yeah. So after that, dude, after that, bro, I came back with the ugliest mentality. It was like my mentality changed with everything, and I was really mean with everything, and I turned a switch on with everybody, and I would talk crap to everybody, and I just liked it to where I got an adrenaline feel, and I liked the feel of a real fight. It felt like I didn't like the glove touch, and I did that before, and I just had to find my personality because before I would try to find the people that are fighting, like the UFC fighters, I'd be like, oh, I like them. I want to be like them. I try to switch styles and be like them. I mean, people, don't get me wrong, I still pick from their styles and learn from them, but I'm not trying to be them.
Make
Yeah.
your own.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be like that. And that's how I tried to be. Like, I was trying to be like TJ, trying to be like that, touching gloves, doing that. I became my own person. I became true to myself, and I learned the type of fighter I am and then what I need to do to put myself at my peak mentally. And that's the switch to it's a real fight. And you don't like me, and I don't like you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how you gotta go right in
Yeah.
the octagon. You gotta come in like that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, at the end of the, like, you have respect for that fighter because they're stepping in that shit.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like, fuck, I'm gonna fuck this fool up.
Yeah.
And he's trying to fuck me up, so
Yeah.
I gotta go in there, give it my all, right?
Yeah.
But like you were talking about earlier, it's
It's-
all about the respect.
It's a
Yeah.
mentality switch.
Yeah.
It really isn't.
Mentality
It's a
switch,
big
yeah.
mentality. I tell people there's a difference between athletes and there's a difference between fighters. Fighters
Yeah.
go through stuff. Athletes or athletes that win and get by points. You can look at Floyd Mayweather's. You could look at people that win by points all day. You know what I mean? It's by point system. You get a fighter, they're in there because it's the way to survive, and that's what they need to do. You know what I mean? They're going in there with mean intention to hurt you because they want to be the best
on their
fighter.
life, on their life before.
Yeah,
as
or where
well.
it honestly
Yeah.
grows up to in your product of your own environment, bro.
Yeah.
Who you're around and what you see.
A lot of these
you know?
UFC fighters that I've noticed is like Chito Vera coming from where Venezuela is it Ecuador?
Venezuela. That's crazy though.
That's
That's
horror,
crazy.
man. they come from like the slums, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Charles Oliveira.
They come from
They
yeah.
come from Alex Pereira from the tire shop.
They come from ugly
making
places, bro.
Fucking $3 an hour.
Yeah, Jose
like,
Aldo, the favelas.
Yeah, bro.
Favelas are crazy. Have you
Yeah,
seen those, bro?
yeah.
The favelas in
Yeah.
Brazil are crazy, bro.
Dude.
That's crazy, bro. That's damn near poverty, bro. It's crazy, dude. They're like literally like right. There's no space between them. It's
I feel
crazy.
like, when you
Hot as
watch
hell.
them fight, fighting is all they fucking
Yeah,
have, bro.
exactly. And you're gonna get guys like that. If you're fighting, it's not a game, bro. It's not a fucking game. And I went in there thinking it was, bro. When I fought my first one, so going in there, you're fighting people that, oh, you might fight a guy. When I fight a guy that they're smiling and they're like, oh, he thinks it's a fucking game. This guy, he's about to learn.
You want to hurt?
Yeah.
He's gonna learn. He's gonna learn.
But
Yeah,
you
so
want to
what
hurt
would
Yeah.
you
as well.
say, like, what is your difference in your mentality from when you were, like, 18 or, like, just
It ain't.
starting out to,
It's
like,
fighting.
what it is now?
It's fighting. It's real fighting. It ain't a game. Whatever you see on
Is
TV,
it life
that's
or
cool. Whatever you play, it's cool. But when you're in there and you're actually getting hit, and all you see are the lights and then leather hitting you, bro, it sucks. And even me myself, I've done it a bunch of times. Every time that happens to me, I'm in that position, or if I second guess myself. It's always there because it's like, what the fuck? Am I really here? Why am I here? Like, if I really want to do this shit? But then you remember and you come to terms with what you are and who you are. Like I said, whenever you go into there, compared from then, I was scared and I was a kid and I didn't really know myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I became who I am now. I became true to myself. And a lot of it has to do with my girlfriend because she helped me find myself. You know what I mean? So when it comes to that, I'm a different person. I go in there with the meanest, ugliest intentions with everybody. When I'm fighting you, I trained with you cool. If I have to fight you, I'm not gonna like you, and you're gonna see a different side of me you're not used to seeing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the people that have came across me when I do have to press that button, I have to act like that. People know I can get like that. You know what I mean? I'm a person that was brought up by my father to have respect and not to show that just because you can do it, there's no reason to do it. You know what I mean? Unless you're pushed to have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And like I say, I was a bouncer. I worked around clubs when I was training, fighting, and doing all that too. I've been around all that. You know what I mean? But fighting in itself, it's a thing where it brings out who you really are when you're in there, dude. You could act how you want, but when you go in there and you're in there, it shows.
It's war.
No, it shows who you are, bro. It shows who you are, bro. A lot of men go in there and they think they're bad and they crumble. Yeah.
Smiling and shit.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, fucking
So
fool.
you have to go in there. You're like your question. You have to mentally be there. You have to mentally, because once you're mentally defeated, you're fucked,
Never
bro.
had a chance.
You're done. You're done. If that dude thinks he already has one up on you, you're done, bro. It's done. It's about visualization and believing in yourself, dude. That's it. It doesn't mean you're gonna win every time. You know what I mean? But you can't let that knock you can't let that knock your hustle. And because if you do, you're damned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go do something else. You know what I mean? Go start something else if you don't believe in yourself. Go do something
Work at
else.
McDonald's.
Yeah, go do something that you know. Go do something that you know you're gonna go do, because that you want to stay in the safe zone. Go do that. You know what I mean? You don't want to roll the dice.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
That is a good
Oh, yeah,
answer.
that was good.
Who had a question?
I asked mine.
Alright, so
You still good? Okay.
you have the moniker of Primetime. You know, that's a big nickname to have. You know, you've lived up to the expectations with your little streak of knockouts. You brought that up. What does it mean to like be from Lindsay and to have other people acknowledge you as Primetime? You know, that's big. Being from a small town in Lindsay.
Yeah.
From our community, bro. Like, people do a
'Cause
lot for
95
our community as
People
well.
have no clue where it is.
People call themselves
like,
Primetime, but it's not. It takes a lot for people to acknowledge you as Primetime. You know.
Yeah, no, dude, it was.
You know me, I always call you prime time.
Yeah, I always do. Yes, always. Yeah, nah, dude, it's crazy. Like when I started fighting, there was nobody around. I was really like, dude, there was no gyms around.
Yeah,
You know,
especially here, bro.
oh, bro, it was so hard. Like,
Definitely.
I was trying to Google gyms. I could never find a gym, bro. I ended up at Team KO just because I seen a YouTube video. You know what I mean? It was Joe Soto and you know what I mean, and that gym. You know what I mean? All I did was train at McDermott. You know what I mean? I freaking Anthony didn't really know. Nobody really took me serious for fighting.
So like what you said, bro, is like, you know, you're out here googling fucking gyms and shit, and you're like, fuck, I can't fucking find a gym around here, especially where we're from in Lindsay, right? Like, you gotta go to fucking, you gonna have to mob your ass to Fresno or at fucking Bakersfield, LA, bro. And that's how I feel as an independent music artist. Is like, we don't got that shit out here either, bro. The music is all outdone out in LA, Bay
What you
Area,
got here, bro?
Right? There ain't nothing here in the Central Valley. So it's like, now, you know, we're trying to, you know, start our own thing, not only with music, but, you know, being able to create something here, even if it's in Visalia, Tulare, right?
Yeah.
At least there's something nearby, right? Yeah. In the valley.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. Like I was telling you, bro, when I was coming around there wasn't nothing around like that, bro. So me fighting, it was hard, bro. I didn't have a name, bro. Like, nobody knew me. When I'd fight, bro, when I was fighting for 5-for-9 fights, didn't nobody know about 5-for-9 fights. Nobody was like, oh, 5-for-9 fights. Like, nobody knew about 5-for-9 fights, bro. I was doing that shit straight out of high school. Like, nobody knew about that.
It's kind of crazy how far it blew up, though.
Yeah, bro. I fought in alleys, bro. I fought in bars, bro. Literally in bars. In bars. Now, that's when it started. That's whenever it started getting better. I fought in bars, bro. I fought in hotels. I fought in the dumbest areas, bro. Just in little octagons, dude. I fought it in the middle of a racetrack, of a horse racetrack. Yeah, my family had to sit far all the way across racetracks, like the racetracks, and sit up in freaking bleachers, and they had to have binoculars. Kid you not, bro. I kid you not, bro. Like I fought through where it was like that to now where I see now it's like I didn't get recognition now, but now it's cool because everybody loves it now. And now it's like what? They hear, oh, I'm the only fighter from Lindsay, really. I mean, yeah, there's another kid running around that started too, but I'm the only accomplished fighter from Lindsay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
he loves you, dog.
Yeah, and I love Lindsay, dude. And I always try to put it on the map no matter what. That's why even if I ever made it anywhere, I would never move out of Lindsay. Just you ever see a big ass house, you know where you know who that is. That's good. Nah, I'd never leave out of Lindsay, bro.
Yeah. You know there's a bunch of lights.
McDermott.
Lights up there on the L, you know that.
Yeah,
bro. Hey, what's that name? With the P?
But with that though, what you say, bro, there's a lot of kids that come my way, dude. That you know what I mean. Like with my gym, even that I opened that little gym in Lindsay for you know what I mean. My first thought was cool because whenever I was growing up, I didn't have a gym like that, bro. I know like people, some kids that are like, oh, they're. I know there are kids out there that love watching YouTube. They train, they do stuff in the. You know what I mean, in the backyard, because I was there at that point, bro. Literally, bro. The way I got into fighting was my cousin Bobby. He's my big brother. You know what I mean? He I got in. That's actually how I first started. I'm sorry I skipped that out. Before I started fighting people, that's how I got introduced into it. Like literally, my cousin Bobby. We were at my house, and he would come over all the time. This is the guy that freaking made me who I am, also because he was so rugged with me, bro. Like so rugged. He's like I'm grateful that he's my cousin, and I call him my brother. He is my brother. That's real, bro. But if he's there, he's always there for me, no matter what, on a drop of a dime. But that day, he was in my room. I had these little gloves. I had little Batman gloves. These little Batman gloves my grandpa brought me from Mexico, right? My grandpa always wanted me to be a boxer, and he brought me those. And then I had these other ones that were like a little bit more solid, like they felt solid. And my grandpa brought me those also from Mexico. And my room was clean. It was empty actually. I was moving in a new bed, and I was just laying there on my floor. I was about 14, 15. No, I was like 15. And
you're already in high school?
Yeah, I was in high school. I was like 15. My cousin, he's 10 years older than me. So he's like 20, 25. Right? And he's like, hey, what are you doing, Mark? I was like, I'm chilling. He's like, whose gloves are those? I was like, oh, mine. I was like, hey, you in a box? I was like, yeah, it's a box. So I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be cool. This is going to be a moment. He's going to teach me. Like, he's going to play with me. We're going to mess around.
He used it as a moment, all right?
Yeah. And he's putting on the gloves, and he's like smiling at me, looking at me. I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, he looks like we're going to have fun. And I'm putting it on. He's like, what? He's like, so headshots, right? Headshots? I was like, yeah, headshots fine. So I'm thinking like he's gonna hit me all night. So I'm his little cousin. I'm 15. He fucking cracked me. I freaking seen stars. I even turned around and I was like, oh. And he beat me, hitting me, bro. He beat the brakes off me, dude. He beat the shit out of me. And then I was like, damn. I was like, son of a bitch. I got beat up with my cousin. I'd never been beat up really like that. You know, and in high school I was into lifting weights and stuff. So nobody really tested me to death me like that. I mean, and I thought I could fight back then, and he whooped my ass. He was known for fighting. He whooped my ass. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know what? That was cool. Let's go again next week. Let's go next weekend. Let's go next week. Dude, now I'm sparring for and then my cousin took that as a challenge, and he'd be training during the week too and doing stuff. And then I was in, and my grandpa had bought me a bag, and I was practicing my head movement because I got my ass beat. I didn't want to get hit in the head.
He's training for 10-year-old
to fight my cousin. Yeah, to fight my cousin Bobby. Yeah,
that kind of built a sort of flame.
Exactly, I was about to say.
Yeah,
this is how fucking real fight.
Yeah, that's honestly, bro, and. Yeah. And then the next week, right, he comes back, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm ready for this. So we were going. I got head movement. I've been working out. My tap-out bag that I have back there. I'm barefoot, all freaking the dirt and everything. You know what I mean? I'm recording myself to make sure I look good. You know what I mean? I'm freaking young. And
badass.
Yeah, freaking heck yeah. And we go. I'm ready. Whoops my ass again. Right? So but I hit him once, and he's like, oh, you got me with the good one in the body. I feel like he was just being nice. It was bad though this time. And then I think we went a third time again. He whooped me again a third time. And then
you should have told because I'm just ass.
Bro, after the third time, dude, my dad stepped in and like, Marky, don't fight him no more. I was like, why are you letting Robert, his real name's Robert, we call him Bobby for short. He's like, why are you letting him use you as a freaking punching bag? Look at your face. Why are you letting him hit you? I was like, dude, he's like, I'm getting better. He's like, really? He's like, you are?
I landed a punch.
I did. Yeah, so after that,
he said I got him good.
Yeah, dude, he's like, you got me a good one right here. I was like, all right.
You know, hey,
Yeah, dude, I was
there's
like,
a
cool.
chance.
There's a
Somebody-
saying there's a chance.
Saying
But-
there's a chance.
But dude, after that, I wasn't really allowed to freaking. My cousin didn't want to box him because he fought back because he was whooping my ass. But after that, it went up. You know what I mean? I became something different, way different than anybody would ever
Is
thought for my
that when you
family.
started the boxing match?
Yeah, that's when I started fighting people in my backyard. Yeah, yeah,
Backyard.
exactly,
That's what he
exactly,
thought. Hold on, I gotta start
exactly.
doing some shit.
He's
Hold
like,
on.
Exactly, exactly. Oh, and never back down. Always playing, bro. Never back down. Always, never back down. Always on. Always on, bro. Always on. If you're an MMA fighter, and you said you don't like never back down, you're a freaking liar. Yeah.
The acting's terrible.
It's not about the acting, man. Yeah, it's about the acting.
The fighting's legit. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah.
So Bobby still got you to this day or no?
Oh, he got me to this day. He's a big bro, big cousin to this day, 100%. But going up there, he's the reason I got to where I was at. And now all these kids they're coming around doing this, dude. It's cool because I have an outlet for them to be able to train and do something. You know what I mean?
That is super dope.
And
bro.
that's why
And I see that when
You know what?
when I personally go to the gym, bro. Is I see kids go walking up and down the stairs, bro.
yeah.
At least every hour on the
Yeah,
hour,
and they
bro.
like it in there, dude. And all I ask is that they don't step on my mats. You know what I mean? And some,
And PSA out there.
Yeah, so-
Watching.
Yeah.
yeah,
Say,
but-
dog, don't be stepping on fucking prime time.
yeah.
Shoes off.
Because I get mean. I do get mean too. I'll kick you out. I'll fucking remember you.
That's dope.
I'll kick you out. I will kick you out. And
Yeah,
I remember you. Yeah, I try to be nice though because I understand what it's like when you don't have a place to train and there's bags there and it's like a kid going to the candy store. You want to hit it? Who doesn't want to hit a bag that's there? Mats and most people don't even know what a wrestling gym or mats feel like to step on. You know what I mean? So it's cool that people go over there and do that. And people want to wrestle and hang out with their friends and they want to go in there with their friends. I mop and do everything. I clean them. I don't ask them to mop or do anything. I'll go and do that. I mean, I think it's just something cool and it's just whenever people start messing with my stuff, messing up, that's why I'm like, man, dude, I paid for these mats. I did this and you know what I mean? So
Definitely.
Does
But-
your, does your
Bro, it's
girlfriend
dope.
help you out with your gym too?
oh hell yeah, she's my pad holder. She actually helped me prepare for my first fight. She quartered me. Yeah. Yeah, she was a coach there too, and she was training a hit class that she had too. I had given her a hit class, but it's just with the schedule with the kids and stuff, it's just too much for her to be coming back from
Your
because she lives in
wife
Puebla.
fights, or I mean,
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
girlfriend?
She fights too. Yeah.
Girlfriend
Well, she
fights?
fights. She's like thinking about retiring, but because she's already like older, but. I tell her she should just fight one more time just to give it a go because I've gotten her a lot better. I've gotten her better.
Yeah.
You guys make each other better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came with a whole different type of striking that she didn't know, and she's just gotten better. And she's taught me with a lot too, and she's taught me how to train like a professional athlete because she is a professional
How do
athlete.
Yeah.
So you said coach you, and how do you feel about that? Like, do you feel like it's kind of the same thing as you're fighting as when you're coaching? Do you
Well,
feel like how do you feel?
when
That different lens.
When it comes to it, like I'm the
You like it?
I like it, I do. But when it comes to it, we could bump heads. You know what I mean? Like, she's alpha and I'm
That's
alpha
your
when it
girl,
comes
so
to it.
it
You know what I mean?
makes
So
sense.
yeah. So when it comes to certain things, she has 10 pro fights, 11 pro fights. I have 10 amateur fights. I have knockouts. I'm a specialist in striking. She has submissions as a fighter. She submitted I think like 3 people. So she's a jiu-jitsu girl. She's very strong. I've seen her strangle very many men. A lot of men in my gym.
She's like wash dishes. You're like
I've
yes,
seen
man.
it. Hey, I've seen it live from my own eyes.
Yeah. She strangles. She'll fucking strangle a motherfucker out.
I'm not sure if he was there for
Fish
that,
him on the
but-
ground.
Yeah, bro. She's fucking. Even me, bro. Like if I fuck
That's
around,
dope, man.
I fuck around like too much, and I let her get into position. I'll fuck around and find out I won't be able to get her the fuck off. I won't. Nah, bro. She'll fuck around just to be done with me. She'll like do some dumb stuff like tie me up and give me a hickey on the back of my neck just to be messed up. Yeah, dude. Like she got me in a body triangle, bro. One time and she wrapped me up, dude. And I couldn't get her off, and she had my back and she was on me. I'm like, get off me. And she's like, yeah.
Fold the damn towel. Headlock or something.
Nah, but it's cool.
It's gonna be
But
prime time tonight when you do that.
bro, she dude. She another story. She one time we were messing around shadow box. She punched me and loosened my tooth, dude.
We don't do that no more now.
To this day, my tooth is loose, bro. To this day, my front tooth.
And you
That's
said
dope
that
as
was the
fuck.
last time we did
That
that.
was-
Yeah, dude. But nah, it's cool though. But yeah, with all that stuff though, I try to freaking. It's an open community for everybody. I want kids to be able to have an outlet, and like I say, I even run once a year. I have kids come from foreign exchange. They're foreign exchange students that come from like third world countries where they live in poverty, and they get taken in by foster parents, and they come, and it's around like 10 or 15 kids that come, and I teach them. Self defense. Yeah, I teach them self defense once out the year. It's pretty cool, and I get to meet them. They're from Turkey. They're from like Australia, like from what's that place? Africa. Freaking. They're from a bunch of different areas, and they come and they're like, what? And I bring my belt and I let them look at it, and it's cool. Like I feel for them. You know what I mean? So it's cool. I really like it. It's
Is
something
there
that
like a program that like obviously you provide them the you're able to provide them the space in the gym to come and look at, right?
Yeah.
But is there like a program for them to be able to fly?
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it for the summer. I'm gonna have a program for the kids.
Yeah.
But it's gonna have to be a program, and it's gonna have to be on the maybe during the summer and a time wherever I'm not preparing for a fight.
Yeah.
Because right now I have the biggest fights and the biggest opportunities coming up at my
Yeah.
time.
Take full advantage.
And I don't want to sound like an asshole, but I gave Lindsay and my gym 3 years of me training and giving my time to them. You know what I mean? And I had a lot of people there training. I was there a lot.
Yeah.
I pushed myself. I worked with them when I was hurt and when I wasn't.
Dog. Yeah.
So I was there and I helped a lot of people prepare. And the people that wanted to bite the bullet and actually go and pull the trigger to go do it, they did it.
Hold on. Last question. What does Lindsay mean to you, bro?
And Lindsay's my heart. Lindsay's
Yeah.
where I was grown. Lindsay's who I am. Lindsay, like you say, you're a product of your environment. Right here, you're either a picker, a hard worker, gangster, or drug dealer. You choose. And I chose an opposite outlet, which is fighting and giving back to my community. So I try to choose the other route that other people aren't taking. So roll the dice and make decisions and try to do something. If you just stay in the fast lane, you're gonna be freaking just like everybody else. You wanna be different. Hey, this guy. Everybody here. These are all different. These are all different things. People trying to freaking grow and sprout to make a better environment for everybody to grow. If you're in energy, you could be the energy. If you do something for somebody, you inspire them because if you did it and you're from a small community, it influences them to be able to be a big energy like you too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're very influential and people will be of awe of you. You know what I mean? People will want to be like you.
Mm-hmm.
You show people that you could do it, they follow in your footsteps and they could be greater.
And
You know what I
that's
mean?
what builds a community to become.
Yeah,
awesome.
bigger.
exactly.
Well,
Bigger, right?
I even think
Open
like being
doors
from
for
a
you.
like small community and being like, damn, bro, that person's from like down the street from I am and they made it that big. Like,
Exactly.
If they did it, I can do it.
Exactly.
You know?
It
Like,
pushes
It
you.
just like changes a mindset because like I feel like whenever we grow up in small communities, like sometimes we have that mindset of like, fuck, bro. Like I'm
Small
from a
town
small
mentality,
town,
yeah,
I'm
small
stuck,
town
like,
mentality,
what can
yeah.
I need to
do?
go
Like,
somewhere
how-
else to do
how- yeah, I
100%,
need to-
exactly,
You could do that
exactly.
shit right here.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
I mean, I did this. Like I moved out of state to go to school and everything.
You have
that.
to. You sacrifice
And
what you
then,
got
and then
to.
I like came home and I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, bro. Like you know what? Like I can accomplish my dreams like in
Right
this
here.
area. Like I can get
Easy
things
money.
that I want to get done.
Mhm.
Like I can. You know, it's like it definitely changes your mentality, especially when you see other people around you that are like wanting to make it better too.
I just see people like from communities that I don't understand. Like people could go, yeah, you could go. Don't forget your roots, where you came from. Don't act
Yeah.
like you never. You know what I mean? Like
I see
you never.
that a lot too. Yeah,
I
right.
see people
Yeah.
and I see fighters too. I don't want to call out people, but I see fighters too. Where I was like, oh, that guy's good, but I see how they forget like.
Who they
You
were.
forget where you came from, bro. Come on, like get back to where you're at. Like you
Richie
gotta understand,
Torres.
like you're gonna go back to that.
Mhm.
Don't act like you're gonna go back over
Yeah.
there, bro. You know what I mean? Lindsay's Lindsay. Don't be ashamed of where you came from. Wear that shit with
Yeah.
pride on your back. Don't be a freaking punk. You know what I mean?
Richard Torres
You know what I mean?
right down the street from Tulare.
Dude,
Yeah.
Richard Torres, freaking look at that guy. He's humble, cool as hell.
I
You know what I
love
mean?
Richard Torres.
That dude will kill somebody.
He's got so much power in his hands,
Dude,
bro.
last year
Kill
in
somebody.
CUS, he'd be like walking around. Like,
Yeah.
I was on the swim team. He'd be on the pool deck, like talking to the coaches.
He's
and
cool.
everything Like
He's
that. I was
cool.
like,
He's
Cool ass
super
dude.
dope.
Super
what
chill.
the
Yeah,
hell?
he's really humble.
Just
Really humble guy.
chilling.
Richard Torres is a G, dog. And I seen him out there in Japan, you know, doing like
Yeah.
videos. Like,
Crazy.
he's that big now, bro.
Yeah, he's out
He's
there.
out here doing it big. I
Yeah.
can't wait to see him on a big main
And
card.
you know what? Comes back from management. That's why he's so big because they're managing him and taking him, and he's taking advantage
Yeah.
of the
Care of him.
opportunities he's giving.
Right
Not just
now
taking
he's
care of
with
him.
the-
It takes skill. You got to have the skill.
Yeah,
You got to be very
yeah,
good. Yeah,
yeah.
but he's able to pull the trigger because just because people give you the opportunity doesn't mean people could pull the trigger when the lights are on.
Mhm.
People
Yeah.
freeze up, bro.
He's
I've
there.
freezing up.
He's there.
I've frozen. I'm like, oh. You know what I mean? Like, it happens.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
hasn't.
So
He's
that's the
undefeated.
thing.
He's been
That's
knocking everybody out.
He has.
Bad
And right now he's
motherfucker.
signed with
Dope.
Al Heyman, right?
Huh?
He's signed with Al Heyman right now?
I think so. I think so. I think so. Is that who's with? Is it?
I think so.
Not too sure.
Yes, yeah, I believe
Yeah.
so.
But yeah, I love how you're just talking about like you doing the with the community, the kids, like not it's not be able to do it here. Same thing with like the Varela boxing had the same mentality. It's
Yeah,
like
literally, yeah.
the same thing. They
Shout out
did the
them as well.
boxing, and for kids that are like we didn't have a boxing area. They
No,
were in the
an
backyard.
outlet.
Yeah.
And it's like they went to McDermott, same thing. And
Yeah,
it's like,
I remember
let
that
me
when
do
they were
my
up there.
thing, like,
Yeah.
Way
so
back
it's
in
the
the day.
same. It's the same.
Yeah.
And it's like keep that shit here and then outlet
Build
to
it.
other kids. And
Yeah.
it's dope. Like I love that mindset, man. That's fucking
One
dope
day
as
when
hell.
these kids are gonna go pro, and,
I mean-
And
your
be like,
outlet
hey,
is
Yeah, oh,
gonna
yeah.
be the
because of
reason
you
why.
or because
sure.
of them. It's
Well,
like you need that here.
I
here.
influence everybody to go. I've had multiple people leave my gym and go to my boxing coach's gym, and I don't care. I'm not the type of be like, what? Wow, you're
Right.
losing. I'm losing on me. I don't fucking care, bro.
Yeah.
That's badass. I know exactly why you're going over there because I go over there. If I had to choose between me, my gym, and going to that gym, I'd close my gym. I'd go there too. I'll go there too, bro. I was like, you gotta tell me. I was like, I know. I was like, I'm not that type of person. I just want the people that I train. I know that I could say, well, you're there because I did that, and I
helped you.
I had a little bit to do with where you're at now, so you know. And now they are, now these guys are not only winning and at a gym, they're winning in life. These guys that I know that have gone there, they've gone and expanded and gotten better careers because that guy is not only a coach, he's a freaking mentor, bro. He'll talk to you and have talks with you, and he's a good guy. He's a heart of gold, dude. That guy is freaking and he's as kind of a person as he is. He's also not afraid to freaking tell you what it is and what you need to do, and if you're freaking slacking, this and that. And he slaps the shit out of you on pads. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's what he's there. Yeah, he'll slap you silly.
Humble you real quick.
Yeah, I was like, oh damn. I don't do that in my sleep. I feel bad.
You silly. What movie is that from? I forgot what movie.
Friday after night. Friday. Slaps tastes so good, make you want to slap your mama. Yeah, I'm a movie fanatic, bro. I'm a big movie fanatic. You name a scene, I know it.
Big time, prime time, dog. Hey, just want to give a big shout out again. Shout out to Primetime coming out here. Did you have any further questions, guys?
Yeah, about your weight cuts. Keep mentioning.
Oh, shit.
Oh, there you go.
I'll cut that little piece.
Yeah, oh my bad. He's not my bad. Weight cut.
So you keep mentioning your bad weight cuts, or I don't know how many bad weight cuts have you had so far?
I've had
are all weight cuts bad for you? Honestly?
I've had three. Yeah, I had one with Trey Alvarado. I had one with Bryce, and then I had one with Freddie. That fool should not have beaten me. I'll fucking knock you out still, bro. I think I didn't see you. I seen you the other day, bro. If you see this, I did. I seen him. I seen you at the store, bro. Act like I didn't see you, but I know you seen me and I seen you, fool.
I don't
Hey, you should be like, hey.
I seen him.
Go to the cardinal box
Right now, in this aisle, bro.
And I found out he trains at. I know he trains, bro. I know now. Nah, he's a good guy, but yeah, that was a bad weight cut. But that weight cut didn't affect me though.
Yeah.
The only weight cuts I've had weight cuts, but the weight cuts that affected me were the Bryce fight, and then the one when I fought Trey. Those two are bad because the Trey Alvarado fight, I didn't have any. They kicked me out of in shape.
Oh.
Yeah, bro. So I was like, oh fudge. I was like, what do I do now? I was like, I still had 7 pounds to drop. So I was like,
slamming the weights or what? What were you doing in there?
No, I was running, bro. I was in the sauna. I ran and get in the sauna and run, get in the sauna.
So they were concerned for his health when they kicked him
so,
out. They said this is not healthy.
No, they closed.
Oh, shit. He said no.
I passed out in saunas. I passed out. I don't give a fuck. They just if that happens, they just throw me in the pool and I wake up. And then back up, and then I chill a little bit. And then my heart rate started to get my heart to slow down because my heart rate's going crazy at that time. Like, yeah, it's like yeah. So they'll chill and then I go back in there and get the weight down.
How does your weight cut affect the way your speed, your power, and then your strategy for
It's terrible, dude. Like even to weigh in, like I would try to weigh in. If I try to do my flex or whatever, I flex up and I'm like, Like I just feel like I'm gonna faint, bro.
Like that one dude the other day, bro.
Oh, on the UFC when he passed out, bro.
That shit looked bad, bro.
I missed that. What happened?
Did you see, dude? So
it
was the weigh-in for this for the Gaethje and Patty fight, right?
Uh-huh.
There was somebody in the prelims, or it could have been an early prelim. Bro, he was walking off stage after weigh-in, bro, and he fucking just fainted right there.
I think that's more due to though, like, yeah, you're fainting, but I think it's due to him not like moving fast and him trying to act like he's not like that. You know what I mean? If you're acting like that, you gotta take the precaution. If you're like that, you gotta have people help you out, carry you and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's over there trying to carry his own weight and do that, and that's a lot on your body and strain. Even him trying to act like he's flexing and stuff, bro. You do that at that level, bro. Those guys kill themselves, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
You doing that flexing and then going like that, and then walking down and trying to walk.
Yeah.
All that blood. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Immediately. So he's like, that's why he's all walking. And he went down. Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. I knew he was gonna be fine. You know what I mean? Like,
but I'm assuming
passing out. Yeah. Like I pass out all the time cutting weight. Like if it's this drastic way, I always pass out. It's not a big thing. You just gotta freaking throw me in the pool.
Knocked out one time.
Yeah, but it's just bad whenever my back starts to hurt. That's when it's bad. That's when I start to feel it, and then I start to feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. That's when I need to step out of the sauna. But if I pass out, that's what it is. I mean, it's just gonna dehydrate a little bit. But the more dehydrated I get, the more I feel it in my heart, and the more I feel it in my back. So every time I have a bad weight cut, I try not to no more, because every time I have had a bad weight cut, I always feel like I have something wrong with my heart a little bit later on. You know what I mean? And it stays with me for a little bit, and then it'll go away. But every time I do that, I feel like I have like strain, like I put strain on my heart.
Well, I mean, like,
you know,
from a physiology aspect, you really do, like,
yeah,
cycling like that, fat is so bad for
Yeah.
you. Like, it's, like, been scientifically proven with, like, in physiology for...
I get up to
exercise
190.
phys,
Like 190, 180.
Like, it's, like, if you,
45.
like...
Drop
I go to, and I fight at 145.
So, like, what's your, like, average weight?
Well, I manage my weight pretty good. Usually I walk around 170, 175, but in the off season when I'm training and eating, 180 max, and I go to 45.
You usually, like, fight at? Like,
145.
Oh.
And I'm professional.
Yeah, he's that's like
And I 145, and I make professional weight because I ain't a little bitch. I make 143, 143 because I'm a professional now, and I'm seasoned. I need to show that I'm ready to go. Every time I make weight, I weigh with my shorts on. I don't even take my underwear off. I mean, my underwear, my pants, my shorts. Whoa, I didn't even take my shorts off because usually you have to strip down to your undies. You know what I mean, to get because all the shorts the shorts weigh like about 2 pounds. Yeah, so they weigh. Yeah, so. That matters, yeah. So freaking people do the craziest things to make weight, bro. People are spitting cuffs. People do the freaking nastiest shit. You know what I mean? Nastiest shit, bro. To do that to make, yeah, bro. Yeah, there's a fire that said that they do that. So freaking, but
I remember what they used to make kids do to make weight for football weigh-in.
yeah, bro. They do crazy shit, bro. They do. They make you spit. They make you freaking. Dude, I've gone to where I'm like I make myself throw up. Like I've taken like a diuretics to make me poop, like to make me go, like to get the runs, bro. I've done so much crap to make weight, bro. Like. But the weight, whenever you cut weight like that, bro, whenever you're fighting, you just feel super fatigued after the first round. You got to think of it like you're fighting, and then when someone gets against the cage, that was the big thing when Bryce beat me because he held me against the cage, and he used points, something that I didn't know that you could use to hold somebody back because he trained in Muay Thai. This is the art of 8 limbs. I didn't know anything about that. I was just like, all right, I fight people all the time. I'm in shape.
Against the fence, I'm cool. I'm
cool. I'm chilling there. And I tried to hit, and he'd freaking stop me from punching because he knew where to pin my arm or where to grab my arm. And I was like, what the fuck? And he'd do that. And I was wasting energy trying to hit him, and he's clinching me, and then boom, he'd knee me in the body. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Drive me, and then boom, he'd hit me in the face, and I'd go down, hitting me, bat. I'd be turning around, head kick, bam. Like, what the fuck? And I was like, this isn't supposed to be happening. I was supposed to beat this kid. I mean, I was, bro. I was supposed to sweep. I was supposed to knock. Bro, they make votes before. And my vote, I think, was at like 80%. It was up high, and it was for me to knock him out, bro. Yeah, and he was he was low as fuck, like.
They had that,
and they had me to beat him on Tapology, yeah. And I was beating him. I was like, I was like, you see that shit? I was like, you see that shit? Yeah. No, seriously, yeah. They were like, oh, you see that shit? And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking beat this kid. I'm gonna knock him out. And I was like, fuck no.
All right, we are back and live after this little small break. I forgot where we were at.
Well, hold on.
What are we pointing at?
What were we talking about?
They were talking about weight cuts, I think.
It was that weight cuts.
I'm pretty sure you answered everything about weight cuts.
Yeah, I was talking about weight cuts.
Yeah,
that's about it. Yeah, only those weight cuts.
I can chop this up, bro, so it's cool.
Yeah, it was weight cuts. Yeah, so it was weight cuts. Talking about Bryce. Talking about and then Trey Alvarado. Oh yeah, I got kicked out. You guys were saying what you guys. Yeah.
Oh yeah, in shape.
Yeah, I got in shape. I got kicked out of in shape. Yeah, I fought Trey. When I fought Trey, I had a fractured rib though, so that kind of stopped a lot. What I did for that weight cut, aside from the Bryce one, whenever I fought, that's when I had my white. That was 20 pounds in a week, and that was terrible. It was really hard. I had to cut sodium. I cut the amount of eating. I starved myself for 2 days. I made myself throw up. I took diuretics. I was on antibiotics, and I had to get the cut. And then I didn't make the cut for at in shape. They also kicked me out. And so that following day when I was all depleted, the next day I was outside running in a bag. I was outside in the street while everybody was waiting for me to make the weight. I was outside in the parking lot running, and then I'd sit in the car with the heater on, and I didn't make weight.
So I want to ask this though. Like that shit sounds fucking
diabolical.
Yeah, diabolical.
No, I didn't go over that. I didn't tell you. My last one after that one, it was. What you do, it's called, you lay in I got kicked out, right, with Trey Alvarado. He was a special ops or something. Special ops soldier, bro.
Said he was ex-Marine?
No, he was special ops, bro. He was special ops. Yeah. He was something to do. They were talking about him in another fight. He was special ops, the commentators, he's special ops. He's an ex-firefighter. He's a military vet. He's 170 pound Muay Thai champ, 155 pound Muay Thai champ, 155 pound Cage Warriors. Was it Cage Warriors? He was something. I think he was a champion in another organization. I don't know exactly what organization. He's coming from another organization, but he was I think 10-0 or 9-0 when I fought him. But he had his accolades, and I fought him. And that fight, I had to be in tip top shape. I had a fractured rib though, kicked me out of in shape, so I had to go and use Epsom salt. So you lay in an Epsom salt bath.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the worst thing you could do
Really?
because it drains. It takes straight
It's
from
all of your sodium
off your
or, like,
muscles though. It doesn't
really?
pull from the when you're hitting the sauna. What it does get your heart rate up. But when you're doing the sauna, it's draining like from your pores.
Mhm.
It's not so
All
much
the
from your
bad stuff?
muscles. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is your pores aren't open. You're not working, getting your heart rate to go to get you to sweat.
You're sitting
So you're
there.
just sitting there. So what this is doing is it's like chemicals getting the water out of your body. Pretty much, I'm pretty sure is what it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's taking it out of your body, so it's pulling out your muscles, and your muscle needs water for it to function
You're literally
correctly.
dehydrating yourself.
Yes,
Kind of.
so it's way worse. So I fought him like that. But
Wow.
those are the two worst weight cuts, and I felt them so bad. Freddie was bad, but I didn't feel the weight cut. At 45, I usually don't feel it. From
That kind of does answer your question. Then. So
Yeah.
there was two of them, like you said, that it did felt.
If it's
and then one
bad,
of them,
bro.
It's like
Yeah, it's like I wanted to give up. Yeah, it's terrible. No, you were gonna say? My bad, bro. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say is pretty much so when you are doing these extreme weight cuts, obviously it's very physical, right? But it's also like going into all these fights is mentally draining.
Oh yeah,
right?
dude, the tickets. Oh, bro, the tickets.
That's
I
the
love
mental-
all you
What
guys.
is the
but
most mental?
I fucking hate selling tickets, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking
So you
hate
buy
it.
tickets? Do they give you so many, or do you
Oh, yeah.
have to
Well-
You
buy
have to
these
sell
tickets to
tickets?
get
Yeah,
to the?
so I'm like, I have to sell my own tickets. So you get your tickets. Usually they start me out.
I
They
was wondering
they
about
start
this.
with like 50, and then you get. I usually go through them pretty quick, 50, and then I'll get another 50. But the thing is, it's not so much of selling the tickets that I have a problem with. It's the last minute people that want to buy tickets. Like at that time, I have short orders. I have tickets. I mean, that I'm dropping off or picking up.
Pet for a fight, bro.
I'm trying to cut my weight. You know what I mean? Bro, my girlfriend knows. She's had to deal with me. I'm an ass. Oh,
And it's
bro.
like, don't call me, call
Yeah, when
somebody,
I'm cutting
call
weight,
somebody
bro.
else. Don't call me no at this time. I'm
I don't even
focused
know.
on my fight at this time. Like, it's,
Yeah.
Cahoots to my girlfriend, bro. Because I would have broke
Yeah.
up with. I would have broke up with me.
talk at that point, you need an agent.
That's real,
Like,
bro.
I'll talk to my agent. That's what's
Jeez.
crazy because that happens a lot. Like in
Talk to my
sports,
dad, man.
That's
like-
where you're an independent fighter, bro.
that
Yeah.
happens all the time in sports. Like especially when you're in town in the valley, like the Miami game. All those people that are like from Miami, like, hey, you played. Let me give me some tickets. Give me tickets. Like that's stressful. Like you got
Yeah.
a game or a fight to worry about, and you got.
Or this is the question. I know this is like the general. People want to know. Hey, what time are you gonna fight, bro? I don't know, fool. I don't know. I'm the last one.
Yeah, that's
And it's been out. on
And
a
what time?
flyer
Or what
for
time? What
weeks,
time did the
right?
fight start? Check the ticket. And look at your ticket. Look down. That's
Yeah,
how I'm freaking. I'm cutting weight.
Do you think I'm just waiting for you to text
Yeah,
me like,
bro.
okay, the game
How
the
long
fight
it takes that dude to knock out that dude?
Yeah, it could be at any
Bro.
time. It could be
Yeah,
at
like I
any
don't know. Let me.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Hold
if this
on.
guy
Let me
can
get in my crystal ball.
Yeah. I don't know if this guy can go 5 rounds.
Nah,
Get knocked in the first round.
but I'm not an asshole. Like there's some fighters like, dude, don't ask me, don't ask. I'm like, I'm like, oh, at this time. But it's frustrating, dude. It's frustrating because like, dude.
He's like, I wish I was an ass.
Yeah. I'm not like-
To think that you're
I'm
not
not
like
like
that,
that.
and then you still go in prime time. And
Yeah.
You're still in there. Bah, bah,
I'm
bah,
not.
bah, knocking
Yeah, I'm
those
not.
out.
I'm not
So-
like that. You have to be really nice because people remember. Like, you don't want to be that type of person where people are, oh, he's really, and you meet it. You know that saying they say never meet your idols.
Yeah.
Never meet your heroes.
I hear
Yeah.
You don't want to be like that, dude. I want to be like fucking John Cena. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That
Sign
fool's-
everything.
everything
see
just
what's up,
good to
hey.
everybody. I don't
Yeah.
care.
You want to have
You know
a
what I mean?
filter like John Cena?
Yeah. If kids
Yeah,
like me,
that's
I'm gonna
cool.
freaking. I'll make a wish
Yeah,
foundations. I want to be something like that. It'd be cool.
Yeah.